guys, earlier in the show, we were talking about Dan Henderson's age and how he's getting into the mid-40s and whether or not that's old. So we're going to use that and do the flip side of it for our top 5 this week. It's going to be the top 5 fighters under the age of 25.
Kids.
All right,
We're not
going
to do the top 5 fighters under 45?
Yeah, we're going to do under 25. All right, Kid Flo, you're up first. What do you got?
Here we go. Number 5, Max Holloway. He's only 23 years old. My goodness.
Wow.
What a talent he is. I mean, he came into the UFC even younger than that, obviously, and he really has been tearing it up. A true veteran now, really so comfortable in the cage. Number 4, Kyoji Horiguchi. He just had his birthday, so he is actually 25 years old. But we're going to put him in there because I expect him to be fighting for that belt once again at 125 pounds.
Under 25, that would discount him.
Listen, he just turned 25. All right, number 3, Albert Tumenov. This guy is a beast. Love watching him fight. Very exciting. Big time power. One of the best strikers at 170 pounds right now, and definitely a fighter to watch. At number 2, Thomas Almeida. This kid, 20 wins, 19 knockouts. This guy is a true finisher. He's hitting spectacular knockouts left and right. A little bit of a slow starter in the first round, but once he gets going, boy, watch out. There's a tremendous amount of offense out of that kid.
Number 1 is?
And number 1, Kelvin Gastelum, 170 pounds, welterweight, only 23 years old. Actually, 24 years old, just turned 24.
Yes.
And this kid is a beast. He really has been on a tear in the UFC. Missed weight there a little bit, but I think he's got everything under control, and he's a guy who I think will be fighting for the belt in the near future. Kelvin Gastelum, my number 1.
All right, Ken Flo, that's a pretty darn good list.
You better believe that's a good list, Jen.
Can you beat that?
Well, I will certainly give it an attempt. I mean, this is Florian, Ken Flo that we're talking about. I'm just Michael the Count Bisping, 10 years in the UFC, landed the most significant strikes. No one cares. Anyway, on with the list. In at number 5, Yair Rodriguez. Kenny, you left this guy out. The winner of Tough Mexico. He's only 23 years old, early in his career, 7-1. Black belt in Taekwondo, exciting style, and of course he's got the whole of Mexico behind him. Yes. So there you go, number 5. Great, at number 4, you had this guy as well, Albert Tumenov. Tumenov, fantastic fighting talent out of Russia. He's on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. He's got a record of 16-2. He KO'd Alan Juban in the last fight and kind of stopped that hype train a little bit there. So Albert Tumenov, a very, very tough guy. Number 3, another one of yours, Thomas Almeida. Of course, this guy has to be on the list. 20-0, 19 finishes, as you said, Kenny, and 19 finishes by a variety of ways. The guy can really do it all: flying knees, submission, punches, kicks, you name it, the guy can do it. Your number 1 is my number 2, Kelvin Gastelum. 24 years old now, 11-1. Former state champion wrestler, won the Ultimate Fighter, derailed the hype of Uriah Hall, and since then has had a fantastic career in the UFC. As you said, did struggle with the weight a little bit, lost that one fight to Tyron Woodley, but apart from that, he has been flawless. And in at number 1, I don't know how you had this guy at number 5. You're a crazy man, Ken Flo. Yes. This is number 1. Yes. This is Max the Baby Holloway. He's my guy. Other than the fight, the loss to Conor McGregor, this guy has been impeccable in the UFC. He's 14-3. The experience that he has, the way he's learning, the way he's still improving all the time. The guy is a potential world champion, the future of Hawaii, the next BJ Penn. He is Max, the Blessed One Holloway, and he is number 1.
So no Sage Northcutt on either of your guys' lists.
Well, he's only had one fight. He's only had one fight, so that's the only reason why. But I thought you were a Paige Van Zandt man. I thought Paige would have been on that. That's right. Yeah, that's good. Right. Paige and Sage.
Honorable mentions.
Paige and Sage.
They are the rage.
All right. Well, we did get a lot of submissions from our fans on this one. Here's the list that we chose. Sam's list. He made our top 5. Here's his top 5. All right. Pretty
Thomas
similar.
Almeida, number 1. Maxie Holloway.
Oh, John Lineker, that was a good one. We forgot about him.
Yeah,
that's
Hands
nice.
of Steel or Stone or whatever you want to call them.
Well, Sam, thanks for sending in your list.
Good job, Sammy.
You guys make sure you keep on sending them in when you want to get in on our top 5. It's always fun. All right, coming up next is our social media segment, Rapid Fire. You guys send in your questions to us on social media. Stick around and see if your question gets answered. We'll be right back.